This is for real. Hi. I know it's not Halloween yet, but shh. It takes a while to make Halloween costumes, so we're going to talk about it today. Is it 4 o'clock yet? Not yet. Gonna wait for people. Oh my God, where's my phone? Hang on. Wait. Okay. All right, I'm here. I'm here in my witch hat. Probably have to turn myself down. Brittany's here. Her horse was fat and lazy today. Oh no. That sounds like Sunny every day. It's gotta be 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. Hello, I'm Michelle, and oh my God, and I'm spilling my drink everywhere. Welcome to Unicorn Centaur. Hang on. Okay. Welcome to the weekly live stream. Unicorn Centaur, this is my YouTube channel, and I go live every week and do a live stream. Usually we are making some sort of equestrian thing, something for our horses or ourselves, because this is a community of creative and sometimes nerdy equestrians. So here we are being creative and nerdy together. Thank you, if you're here in the chat, for taking time out of your day to hang out with me and maybe make something. Let me know what you're working on today. Trish is here. Madeline's here. Hey. Now, I wonder how many people will have showing up because I'm not giving anything away today. August was fun. We had lots of people in the chat. We had lots and lots of presents to give away, but now it's time to get to work. Halloween is coming, and I don't have the funds to do the elaborate cosplay I had been hoping to make. So this year, maybe we may have to get super creative. Like, necessity is the mother of invention, but if you word it another way, poverty breeds creativity. When you have to get something done extra, but you don't have the extra budget, you can get it done anyway. Speaking of which, there's going to be the DIY hair color for horses. That video is going to be on Wednesday. So if you don't have like 20 to 50 bucks to shell out on some hair color to get your horse's mane and tail, like some funky color, I'm going to try out an easy homemade DIY hair color hack. So stay tuned for that on Wednesday. Autism Centaur is here. Hey, the horse schleich. I live in France. It's 10 p.m. in France. Aw. Well, hello. I have not been in France since the 1980s. I imagine it has changed since then. Maybe, hopefully for the better. I mean, not that it was bad. I loved France. It was wonderful. My dad was stationed in my dad was in the Air Force, so he was stationed in Germany, in Zweibrücken. So we lived about 30 minutes from the French border. And so we'd always go there for, we'd just go to France for dinner or whatever for the evening. And just so wonderful. Europe was lovely. And hang on, I need a brush. So let me show you guys. I didn't even say what I'm doing today. Since we're getting ready for Halloween, one of the things I've been doing, a lot of people in my Extra Equestrians Facebook group, link to join that down below. A lot of people in the Extra Equestrians group will ask me for unicorn horns. They want me to make them unicorn horns. And I never have any for sale because I put a lot of time into these. Not that other people don't who make them. It just takes a lot of time with my process, the way I do it. If I paid for if I charged for how long it took me, they would cost way more than people would pay for them. But I have a bunch that I have half started. So I'm like, you know what? I need to pull these out and I need to finish them up. I don't have this many horses. So I have these already started and I can finish them up and I can put them on Etsy and see, hopefully, I'm thinking I don't know how much to charge for them yet. I still don't know. But so I'm going to have some for sale. This could be yours. Okay. So what I am doing, if you know my process, I've already live streamed the process of this before, so I'm just catching up. And again, if you have, if you're using this time to get creative, please tell me what you're working on for yourself or your horse or for other people in your life. it's important to take time to be creative, even when you don't feel like it. If you're a person who does artistic things for fun, it's important to take that time so that you make sure you get it, because other priorities can often get in the way. Other things get prioritized and you forget, like, oh, it's just drawing, or it's just painting, or it's just, sewing. It's not as important as something else, but it is. And so if you have carved out that hour to be with me today, thank you. And sometimes if you make things for people, like to sell, it can feel like an obligation. And so if you're here because you're taking some time to be creative with me, when maybe you were dragging your feet today, then thank you for being here too. Got my little drink put over there. This is what we are working towards. These are the horns that I make. This one is Sunny's. I still haven't sprayed it with sealer, so every time I set it on something, it leaves like magical glitter everywhere, and I'm kind of okay with that right now. I kind of like putting it down somewhere and then picking it up, and there's like this magical golden dusting of glitter wherever it was. So I'm kind of leaving it like this for now. And the base is starting to look ragged. After you use it for a while, like I don't just pull this out once a year for photo shoots. Like I ride in this, okay? So it has to travel with me from my house to the barn and back, and being on a horse's head that shakes his head back and forth. It doesn't always survive, by the way. Like I've had horns. This is not like there used to be a horn that just like broke off. Like Artax had shook his head so much, the horn literally just like broke off. And that horn is no more. We let that one die a peaceful death. Well, it died a violent death, but still. So this part goes over the brow band, goes right through here. And then the fake fur and the feathers down here help to disguise the fact that it's a giant thing coming out of its head. So, and it's sort of meant to look like it sits right under the brow band of whatever bridle you've got. And so that's Sunny's, and here is Artax's. His is silver with the base right here. Artax's base is ratchet. I really need to pull all of this off and just totally redo the bottom. Just totally redo the fur. His Velcro is even starting to come off. Like these are bad. This one I made out of a pool noodle. I'm not going to use pool noodles for the ones that I'm going to sell on Etsy. I've got a more sturdy foam for that. There's pink hair, and y'all, this is Artax's hair. It's pink. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's pink. From when he had pink hair and I put his horn on him. I love my babies. Okay. That was precious. It had unicorn hair in it. All right, I'm ignoring the chat. Hang on, y'all, don't leave me. Alana and Sig, hello. Brittany eating some fish. You and your dad went fishing? That is cool. David Wooderson. Okay. Oh, and Blue Raven Farms is here. Hey. Alana, Sig, who else has a horse here? I have 2 horses. If you watch my other videos, you'll see Artax and Sunny, my horses. And Blue Raven Farms, they have lots of horses on their farm. Autism Centaur has a horse, and so does Brittany. I think quite a lot of us here do. Yeah, I'm looking back through the chat. You've got 3 of them? Nice. Nice. Well, here we're doing a creative chat where we're chatting about Halloween and stuff like that. Love your horses. Thank you. Oh, I've got my sculpture coat. My unicorn horns are sculpted out of foam. You can see here at the bottom, like it's just, I left it like here. I'm going to cut this part off once I'm finished. But this is the foam that it's made out of. It's just like foam you can buy at Walmart or Joann Fabric or whatever craft store you have near you. And then I coat it with this plastic cream called Sculptor Coat. And you can only find this from, I think, Rose Art. I'm going to use this. I've got paint too. I need to paint them. But today this is plastic cream. So you paint it on, it dries clear, and it creates a very, very thin layer of plastic. So this is foam, but there's a thin, and it's flexible. So it makes it hard, but also still kind of soft. So I feel like it's the best of both worlds between like a 100% hard plastic horn and a plush horn. I don't want the end to be too much harder, but if I leave it like this, it'll droop. If you're in temperatures above like 85 degrees, you'll start to, it'll just hang. So I'm going to reinforce the base with more sculpture coat. That's what I'm doing today. Autism Centaur. Yes, I'm excited to get my present. Etsy store. I don't have any listed on there yet, but there's a link to my Etsy store in the description box of the video. If you look down underneath where this video is, you will see it. It is Unicorn and Centaur. So I do not have any these horns listed yet, but once they're finished, it may take me a week or so. I also have unicorn horn hats for horses that I'm going to put in there. If you guys remember from one of the live streams we did last month, I gave away a hat. It was Jungle Zadel, if you're here in the chat, was the winner of that. I don't know if he's gotten his unicorn horn hat yet, but it was a crochet hat for horses with a crochet horn. And I've got a bunch more of those that are half made, like these unicorn horns. So I just have to like get off my booty and finish these things up so I can get them in the store, y'all. So what are y'all doing with your horses for Halloween? One of my ideas I had for my horses was because if you watch my videos and you follow me, you know my horses each have one eye. So they both have a blind side with a eye socket. I'm only going to do it up to here and then let that dry. I've got a thing down there, a mat for it to dry on. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Bye, David. You were precious, but bye. Okay. Obviously, David was looking for something else. So I set him free so he could go find it. Okay. So one of the things I want to do with Artax is white or gray. He's gray and he's a flea bitten gray. So I want to paint the negative space on Artax's face on his eye socket side. So not really for like a costume, but to do like, I don't know, for an Instagram moment or something, you know? So I would paint black on the negative space all around and leave his eye like it is so that his head looks like a horse skull, you know? I don't know, I thought that would be cool. That was one of my Halloween ideas. I'm going to check the chat in just a second after I finish up this one. Again, I'm just painting sculpture coat on the bottom. Just the bottom part to reinforce that so that we don't have it. The tip is not too pointy. It's the base where we need to be more sturdy and solid anyway. So again, this dries clear and I'm going to paint over it anyway. So the sculpture coat can be kind of expensive. I think it's like $30 for a thing like this. Of course, this lasts forever. I bought a new bucket of it because I'm almost out of it. I don't know if you can even see that. It's all the way down at the bottom and I'm almost out of it. And so I bought more a couple months ago and I still haven't finished this. Anyway, that's because I haven't worked on the horns. Shush. Ideas for my Halloween horse. I have a couple of videos actually that I've made and I'm working on another one right now. There are a couple of, actually, I wonder if I should just make a whole Halloween playlist, but I have a whole cosplay and costuming playlist that you can check out. And there are ideas for your horse. There are and how-tos. There are ideas for painting your horse. There was a dollar store Halloween challenge that I did. I think it was it 2 years ago? I think it was. I did 2 years ago with another YouTuber where we challenged ourselves to I think it was a $10 limit. And we went into the dollar store and we made our horses Halloween costumes from our $10 dollar store budget. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, that's what we're doing here today too, is brainstorming Halloween costume ideas. There's also a video in that playlist of Halloween costume ideas that we got from the Extra Equestrians Facebook group, which is my Facebook group. Last year, I asked for pictures for people who wanted to be in the video, and we got a bunch of submissions, and I got 28 different really good creative ideas for Halloween costumes for you and your horse. So I'm doing another one this year. If you're on Facebook, again, there's a link in the description box below. There's 3 horns. There's a link in the description box below to join that. Make sure you answer all of the entry questions and click that you agree to the rules. Otherwise, you may not get in there. We have a lot of like spammers and scammers trying to get into the group. And so to help police who's coming in, we ask you some entry questions to find out a little bit about you. So that was one of my, I forgot to check in with the chat. Hang on. Or did I? Brittany, hi, you're back. Hang on. Now, another Halloween idea that I'm going to do with Artax is Rapidash. He's got the unicorn horn already. And I just signed up with Opaz, which is a brand of pet safe dye. So it's like for dogs and horses and other pets that can be bathed. And it is like semi-permanent dye. And that's what I've dyed Artax's mane with it. But I signed up for their program, which means I have an affiliate link, which can earn me a commission if I make enough sales. So if you want to order from opaz.com, let me put that in here. And you use the code unicorn at checkout, opaz.com. Let me see if that comes out. Does that come out as a link? I don't know. It may not be a link, but you can copy that and put it in your browser. There you go, and find the Opaz. And if you use the code unicorn, all caps, at checkout, you can get 5% off your order. So it is a discount code for you, an affiliate code for me, a discount code for you. But I'm going to order some more of their stuff when I can get $1. But I'm going to order some red dye and some yellow dye, maybe some orange dye. And I'm going to dye Artax's mane and tail that ombre yellow to red that is Rapidash. And then with the unicorn horn, so we can get that done. That is one of my other Halloween ideas. I'm super excited. Rapidash isn't that a good idea for Artax? I'm so excited. So that is another one of my Halloween nights. So there's Artax with that. Another thing I want to do is Sunny. It's not really a costume. It's just for fun. Again, in the Extra Equestrians group on Facebook, someone posted a picture, not of their horse, but something they found online. It was a pony that had rainbow dyed mane and tail, but someone had taken purple glitter gel with star stencils and painted little purple glitter stars all over the horse. And they were like 2 different sizes. So it was like, there was a big star and little star. And so it was like big stars on the butt. And if you're in there and you saw that, oh, so cute. So I want to do that with Sunny, but with gold stars. I'm going to make some star stencils, and I'm going to make myself some gold glitter out of my biodegradable cosmetic grade gold glitter. So I'll make star stencils, and I want to put gold stars all over Sunny, especially on his rump. And maybe I'll do his unicorn horn. Maybe I'll do gold hooves, like glitter hooves with it, and just deck him out. Now I'm getting some ideas. I can take some white flowers and paint gold around the edges, and we can just make Sunny up to be a glorious golden unicorn. So that's another one of my Halloween ideas I want to do. And I don't know if I'm going to make this happen, but I want to make a pair of feathered wings that attach to the pommel of my saddle. I would like to make some feathered wings. They can be small to start with. I don't need to be ambitious and have a 6-foot wingspan on my horses, but let me figure out how to attach some wings to the front of my saddle and then start working on some serious wing designs. But that's going to be coming up. This year, we've been working on glitter, how to get glitter on your horse, the best ways and all that, dyeing manes and tails, and all that. Now I feel like we need to start working. We need to up our game. We need to move on, Okay. This is a long one. This may be a draft horse horn. I don't even know. All right, hang on. Is that all of them out of that? Hang on, everyone. I'm going to put my lid back on my sculpture coat. I might have to take that off again and do another coat on some of the other things. Only for dogs? No. It's for dogs and horses mostly. But I've seen, if you look through their galleries, there are some very creatively done pets. Like I think people have done designs on goats, and it's pretty much any animal that you can bathe. I wouldn't do a lot of it on cats. And a lot of if you look on the website, you'll see that they don't recommend a lot of the products for cats because cats lick themselves. I think the colored shampoo you can use on a cat, because it washes out and doesn't leave anything that the cat can like lick up and ingest. But things like hair chalk and glitter gel and even some of the semi-permanent dyes are not recommended for use on cats. But dogs and horses, yes, yes, yes. What should you dress your horse as, Brittany? I'm not sure. Attaching wings to the saddle. Trish says, attaching wings to the saddle is easy. It's getting on the horse after that that's the issue. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. That is so something I would not have thought of until I'm at the mounting block. Thank you. This is why I need you. I wonder if there's a way to have them forward when mounting and then to pull back. Or if it's a simple clip, you might need to have like an assistant. I need an assistant for everything I do. This is why I need money, y'all, so I can afford to have an assistant with a camera and like to hand me stuff. Hand me my wings, assistant. I have an idea of your new video about the centaur stuff. How tall can a centaur get? Ooh, that's good. How big do centaurs get? That's a good one. Last year I gave my horse giant rainbow wings. Nice. Nice. And a rainbow horn with teal dye. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Do you have pictures posted anywhere, like Instagram? There's a link below to my Instagram. If you want, follow me. I follow back, especially horse people, YouTube subscribers, extra equestrians, chatters in the chat. I love following back horse accounts. I love seeing when I go on Instagram and I'm just flipping through and it's just horse after horse after horse. And some of y'all do really amazing things. Like there are cool action shots of jumping or barrel racing, or just like, you know, kids hanging out with their ponies. And I'm like, my heart. I love it. I might have to redo some of that. Hang on. Oh, no, I know what I can do. Hang on. Wait, oh, my God. I got to make sure y'all don't see. I'm wearing, like, these little jammy shorts. What are we doing? Okay. Okay, y'all. I have more unicorn horns. I do have more. There's at least 2 more. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 9 that I'm going to be able to have. So let me move my fan a little bit. Y'all know I got to have my fan down here. By the way, it finally cooled down. We had a heat wave like 2 days ago. It was 99 degrees here, which set a record. The last time it was 99 degrees here, it was 1944. But yeah, so we tied the record high yesterday, and I was like, okay, I think this needs to be shaved down, just maybe. How tall it can get. Yeah. Oh, okay, like a height chart. Horse costume. A sorrel gelding. One of the things I want to do with Sunny, my Sunny, who is a chestnut, a sorrel, is paint giraffe spots on him. I've seen that done really well online, and my Sunny has a long neck that he keeps out nice and straight. So I would really, really love to like paint really good zebras, get tan paint or mix up a nice tan color and paint that on as giraffe spots. Why can't I talk right now? But then I was going to braid the top of his tail so that it looked like, you know, it was tufted at the bottom. And then I was going to figure out, maybe I'll do paper mache little, those aren't horns on a giraffe. I forget what they're called, but like to make some paper mache ones to stick up on Sunny. All right, you guys. So hang on. I am drawing a reference for this unicorn horn. Because the unicorn horn is a spiral. Now, my unicorn horns are not symmetrical or even. Sometimes they go one way or another. Is that going to even work? Is that what I want to do? But I feel like that makes them look more realistic, if that's understandable. Like it looks more like a real horn. When they look too plastic or polished, I feel like it breaks that fourth wall. It, I don't know, the illusion gets shattered a little bit. Hang on, this is messing with me right here. I don't know. Not that my horns look realistic. It's a unicorn horn and it's covered with glitter. But I think you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. Oh my God, you guys, I was looking for my phone. It's in my hand. Up here it might get into the night. Yeah, this might. Madeline Kate says up here it got into the 90s last week. This week it might go down to 39. Oh my gosh. We're not going to get that cool, but today it cooled off. If you've been with me for a while and been joining me in the chat, you know, my air conditioner has been struggling in this heat. My air conditioner is ancient. It's time to get it replaced and we ain't got that money. I am just going to show how I am trimming this while I'm doing it. So when it gets too hot, my air conditioner can't keep up and it starts like overheating. And so we have to just like turn it off in the afternoons and then gradually turn it back down at night. Okay. See how we've got a thing going on here? So we're sculpting some horns out of foam while the sculpture coat dries on the others. Yeah. So now another idea for a sorrel horse is, what is it? Bullseye, the horse from Toy Story, and then to be either Woody or Jessie. I've seen that done as well. And you can like buy a fully done Jessie costume online and then maybe trick out your horse a little bit to make him look like, you know, a cartoon horse. I don't know, maybe a fly mask that you paint to have big cartoon eyes on it. So when you put it, like you paint it brown and then paint the big eyes on it so that it looks like cartoon eyes on the horse. So we've got something of a unicorn horn going on here. That's what's happening here. Dye his mane orange and paint a pumpkin on his hoof and stuff. That's cute. That's cute. Okay. So I am just trimming up a unicorn horn. That's all I'm doing here. Sometimes the carving process takes a while. Sometimes it goes quickly. So who else has some ideas? Oh my God, another idea. Wait, you guys. I really kind of want to do this with Sunny this year. I have not even watched Tiger King, but one of the extra equestrians suggested doing something from Tiger King. And I'm like, oh my God, somewhere I have a really cheap blonde costume wig. I'm like, I could very easily rustle up a Carol Bass. I could get me a tie-dye t-shirt and some jean shorts. And I mean, I've got her body shape and put the blonde wig on and then paint tiger stripes on Sunny. I don't know. So I'm thinking, I haven't even watched Tiger King, but I mean, I know all about it because I live on the internet and I love memes. So, oh my gosh. Anyway, that was another idea for a sorrel horse. So what else can we think of? What other fun ideas can we do here? Because we're trying to get creative. That's all everybody wants to know around Halloween is what costume can I do? What costume can I do? And, you know, some costumes are kind of universal and some costumes are hard for people to get done. Let me pull this down a little bit so you guys can see. Then you can see my shirt too. By the way, we have new merch. If you are an extra equestrian, you can get that at the on my Etsy store too. It's a really soft fabric, and of course the unicorn horn goes into the X. We are extra equestrians. If you do the drop down menu and the color you want isn't listed, that means it's sold out by the manufacturer. There have been some colors that have sold out. And there have also been some shipping delays, so it may take a little bit to get to you, but you will get it. There's also a mug and a hoodie, a zip-up hoodie, and a tank top. So if you are one of the extra equestrians, then you might want to merch up. I don't know you. I don't know your budget. I don't know your life, but just a suggestion. We got that going on now. I think the shirts are $15. And the mug is $11, I believe, plus shipping. And the hoodie's more expensive. The hoodie's like $29, I think. Y'all, the hoodies on the site that I have for the printer are so expensive. Like some of them were like $50. I'm like, for a little fleece hoodie, what are you talking about? Do I get a free toaster with that? Is it going to fill up my car with gas? What's happening? Why is it $50 for a hoodie? So I had to really try to figure out like which one we could do because, Anyway, I was mad about it. So here we go. It's starting to, from the blockiness up at the top, I don't know if you can see that. We're starting to get some shape at the bottom. This process can take a while. So... because you start carving things up and then you're like, oh no, that didn't look good. And you got to carve away some more from somewhere else. Then you got to make your little ridge deeper. We're definitely not getting to painting today. I got some paint out and I was feeling a little bit optimistic, but I don't think we're getting to that today. So I'm working on these and some unicorn crochet hats. And as soon as I can get them finished up, I will have them listed in the Etsy store for anybody who's interested. Because I don't know if I can make unicorn horns to have all the time in my Etsy store, but I think what I can do is like do a run of them, do a batch of them like I'm doing now, and make like a dozen at a time and then put them up for sale when I can, because they are very time consuming. But again, I love the way they look on camera. I love the way they look in person. Oh my gosh, in person, it's so fun to get on your horse and mount up and look between the ears and see a unicorn horn. It makes me into like a little 8-year-old girl again. I'm like, I'm riding a unicorn. It is some big therapy. That is what I'll say. It is some big old therapy. At some point I will go from this way with the scissors to going this way around it to round out, and that sort of gets in a little bit deeper into these things here. The puppeteer that I worked for 20 years here in Savannah would oftentimes use an electric knife to carve out large pieces that were going to be blocked for puppets and carved out, but then she'd use scissors. She had a whole array of really fine scissors that she would use to carve out all of her foam puppet parts. That's why, anyway. But I don't have an electric knife. I just like chop this stuff up. So it's pretty much eyeball it as we go here. Hang on. Put a black blanket on your horse, then rip it or cut it up and put something on yourself, like a really black shirt, cut it up. There you go. Oh, and Madeline Kate, I almost forgot to order your other shirt. Like I still have to do that. It's like, oh crap, I forgot. I was thinking about that today as I was typing in everything. I was like, man, something was nagging at me. I have forgotten something. I forgot to write something down on a list and it is going unobserved, but thank goodness I remembered it. Kind of sad. Trish says, kind of sad there are so few shows, means less costume classes. My old mare is too old to take trick-or-treating. So hard to convince myself to dress a horse up. Aww. I know how you feel. Like my son he's 13 now. He doesn't really want to trick or treat. And I don't know if are we doing that this year, with COVID and everything. I don't know anyway. So, and I don't really show anyway. I make costumes for fun. And if we're being real, I will put costumes on my horse at any time of the year, just when I feel like it. If I want to take some pictures or if I get an idea, or just for fun to go on the trails. I have done full unicorn horn, flowers in the mane, glitter hooves, fairy wings on my back, costume, just to go on a 30-minute trail ride through the woods, like just down to the river and back. And nobody sees me the entire time. It's just me. And sometimes it's just, I just want to do that. It just feels like a fun thing to do. I don't know. Like, and then there are other days though where I'm like, no, I'm going to the barn in my old sneakers and the, pants that I went for my walk in this morning. And I'm just going to wash everybody's mane and tail and then leave because it's too hot to do anything else. And I'm so uninspired, or whatever whatever my day is. I have those days. So I'm not extra every day, but I'm not only extra at Halloween. Does that make sense? So I feel like Halloween is the time where a lot of people come to find what I do and think that it's just for Halloween. And I'm like, no, honey, this is for all year long. I'm like this all year. But some people only do this at Halloween, and that's fine. If that's you, that's fine. So, like, I'm not trying to come down on anybody else's style. If you only want to dress your horse up on Halloween, I am not here to poop on your parade. I am here to lift you up and be like, good for you. You can be one of us for September and October, and then go back to your beige breeches and navy coat or whatever it is you have to wear. I don't even know what you have to wear in Jory. Okay, I'm not enjoying the way this has turned out, but we've got this happening on the bottom. It's starting to resemble a horn shape. It still looks a little blocky, like it's thinner this way than it is wide. So, can't paint or dye my horse because I do horse shows. You can do paint, Britt. You could do paint or a hair chalk because those wash out immediately. You could do also glitter gel because it washes right off. It will last. Like, you can use a stencil and paint some glitter stuff on her butt just for fun. So even if you do show, there are options for very temporary colors. Now, if you're ordering from Opaz and you show, do not order any of their dyes, the permanent or the semi-permanent hair dye, because they last forever. They last a long time. And if you're like, oh, I have a show in 2 weeks, I'm going to dye my horse's mane blue and it'll be fine by the time the show gets here. No, it won't. It really won't. Your horse will be blue for a while, which I love. I love the staying power of the dye. I think that's a selling point for me. Like, if I'm going to go through the trouble of dyeing my horse's mane and tail, I want it to last a while. I don't want it to just be like gone after a wash. But like Brittany says, if you show, like, you can't just show up with rainbow mane and tail, which is, again, the reason that I started this channel was because, some people don't want that all the time. It's okay to do the straight-laced, conservative, traditional stuff, but don't you want a sparkly saddle pad sometimes? Don't you want to be a unicorn rider sometimes? And if you don't, that's you. Why are you here? And if you do, hi, subscribe to the channel. Oh, and by the way, speaking of subscribing to the channel, we are so close, not only to 1,900 subscribers, but we are close to getting this channel official. Like, I'm about to be an official YouTube channel. I have enough subscribers and watch time hours that I qualify for the YouTube partnership program. So I am right now in the process of trying to get that done. It involves a manual review and just jumping through a lot of hoops and signing a lot of things. So that's what's happening. And that is very exciting to me. That's kind of what I've been working on this whole time, is to grow the channel, to grow the community. That's where we're going. Okay, we're at the point where we're this needs to go in more. Like, this is too thick up here. I think I'm just going to go ham and just kind of trim this. We don't want it to look like a chode. Did I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. I said it softly. Okay, everyone. Listen to me talking about wanting to get monetized and then being naughty. Okay. I'm just chopping some more off of this where it looks like, yeah, see, I don't want it to get, it needs to come in. Oh my God. I may trim too much off of this. Yeah, see, now we're talking. But this is why my horns come out kind of asymmetrical, because I'm kind of just eyeballing everything here. I'm making it look like I want it to look. Ooh-wee. Okay. That's going to be a little bit better. What is that? Oh, that's nothing. Who's here? Should have a baby. Aw. Baby buckskin. Say she's Spirit's mom. Oh, yeah. She looks like she could be Spirit's mom. Exactly. Brittany, for those of you who don't know her, Brittany has a Palomino mare. Is she a dun mare or a Palomino? I'm sorry. She is a golden goddess is what she is. She's a gorgeous little cutie. And I don't know, gosh, yeah, you could do Spirit's mom. Or you could put some brown hair chalk on her hair and or mane and tail and like give her a little eyebrow and turn her into Spirit. Like, it's okay if she's a girl horse. She won't care. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see if this does a little bit better. Okay. Oh, no. Did I go too aggressive? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I'm fine. We're fine. Nobody panic. I lost the plot for a second. Okay. This is looking a little bit better. That's going to look like more of a thing. We're going to be able to do this. Done. Who's excited to see the horse? I am. I'm not going to get to see my guys until Tuesday, but that's when I'm going to go out there and film the DIY hair color video. Tomorrow I've got some other stuff to do. I only get to see my guys about twice a week at this point. There's just not enough for me. I'm hoping to increase that to 3 times a week very soon, but we shall see. Okay. You know what? The sculptor coat has kind of dried down there, so I might take a break from this and recoat. I'm going to take a break from sculpting. Take a sculpting break and do some more. Oh my God. Oh my God. I put this down on my unicorn notebook. No. Why? I hope that comes off. Her real name is Wendy. Oh my God, your horse's name is Wendy? That does not sound right for that horse. Delilah is a much better name for her. You've got a baby buckskin. Oh, Madeline Kate, you can do baby Spirit. You can make your baby buckskin baby Spirit. Paint some little eyebrows over the eye. Your horse's name is Sig, Alana. Oh, I guess that's the Sig and Alana and Sig. Nice. Delilah Golden Girl. He's named after a gun. I know a couple horses named after guns or named Gun. Uh-oh. I should have washed this brush. This is pretty, it's already dried a lot of the ways. I'm in trouble. This brush is going to be difficult to clean. We're going to need a lot of hot water. But we're going to get another coat on the bottom of this here. Another coat of Sculptor Coat. So it dries, as you could see when I started, there was no white on here. It dried completely clear. And hopefully I can just go a little bit lower than I did last time. Again, thank you guys for taking some time with me today on this lovely afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Great. I'm getting this stuff everywhere. Fortunately, when it's on your skin, it's like, Elmer's glue. Remember in school where you paint you paint the thin layer on your skin and then it would dry and you would peel it off. This works like that too. So fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. This is the smaller horn I have, and I don't know if it's too big for a mini. This is more a pony size. I might have to go try it on my friend Amy's mini and see how it looks. Making sure I'm getting it all the way in the cracks, because if the cracks are not fortified, hey, what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? Is this horn even up to code? Like, wow. You can also sand this down. If you end up with little pills, like I'm getting pills right now, and it's because my brush was dirty. It's me. So if that happens, you can take sandpaper and sand it down. That is a thing that you can do. Notice my technique. I'm an artist. So have any of you made unicorn horns for your horses? There's a lot of extra equestrians in the Facebook group that have made their own. There's also a couple folks that make them for sale. One person makes plush horns. One person makes 3D printed horns that look really cool. And then there's somebody else who does horns. Kayla is another one who makes them out of a kind of foam. So she makes like styrofoam horns that she paints. And they're super cute. So there's a bunch of people that make them. Okay, this will be my last coat of the evening on these. We'll let those dry. I might want to put 2 more coats on the very bottom. Maybe I'll do that. 2 coats on the very bottom. And then the very bottom is going to be cut off and put inside the base. And again, I have bases that I make that go over the brow band. I am so glad y'all are here. Sometimes, like when I'm doing stuff by myself, I get bored. I'm like, aw, I wish my friends were here. So then I do the live stream, and here you are. Yay! Okay, one more. So I made Trish says she made a horn from a foam cone. Not unicorn. We were the one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people leader. That's awesome. Oh, if you have a picture, please post if you haven't already. Next week, we are going to be making quarter sheets. I still have to look up the pattern online, but I have a bed sheet that I want to make a quarter sheet out of. And I think that will be super useful for a lot of Halloween costumes because it's sort of a blank canvas to paint on. You can cover your horse and then turn your horse into just about anything. You could even like paint a masterpiece on the quarter sheet, like Van Gogh's Starry Night, or the Mona Lisa or something if you're truly ambitious. But then you can paint something on the quarter sheet, or just trim it to turn it into a medieval sort of a moment. But I think that's one thing that will be very useful. Or you could just make it out of high vis fabric and use it on trail rides in the wintertime, when the nights are longer and sometimes you can't get out to ride until after work or whatever, or after school. Okay, I believe that's the last one. Okay, those are down there drying, behaving themselves. This is getting tapped out again. I will clean that after the chat. Oh my gosh, it's 4:49 already. Okay. All right, I see Alana and Brittany trying to subscribe to each other in the comments. You should be able to go to each other's channels in the chat. If you're in the chat, and I think if you click on the person's name or on their avatar, you may be able to go to their profile. There's also 3 dots on the side, but I don't know if that just gives you an option to, no, see, that gives me options to like put user in timeout or whatever. And I don't want to time anybody out. But what am I sure about? I am working on unicorn horns today, bud. It's good to see you in the chat. Hang on a second. We've been chatting unicorns and Halloween. Bud, do you have a Halloween costume you're going to wear this year? Bud is not a horse owner, for those of you in the chat. He is a dear friend of mine here in Savannah, Georgia. Just want to know, do you have any Halloween plans? I know it's not like we're all like planning huge parties or anything because of COVID. And I don't know what trick-or-treating is going to be like. Of course, Bud's a grown-up and not sure how long it's been since he's been trick-or-treating. So, like, I don't have any parties or anything planned to go to. I'm just going to be dressing up my horse and posting the pictures on Instagram. That's me. Okay, now we're carving. We are carving. Looking through Michelle's channels to find you. You can go on her channels to find me. Oh yeah, look in my subscriptions in like what I'm subscribed to, and you'll find Brittany's channel because I'm subscribed to Brittany. So you can do it that way. So we talked painting your horse for Halloween. We've talked Carol Baskin and Tiger King. We have talked unicorn horns and quarter sheets. We have talked new merch, extra equestrians. So we will also be having a September giveaway. I do want to be doing giveaways on the channel at least once a month in the live streams, probably at the end of each month. I think it'll be fun to do a giveaway. I would love to do more, but right now I just can't afford to do more giveaways than that. If you want to throw in your support and you want to see this channel grow bigger and better, and you want to support the giveaways, and you want to support the reviews, and you want to support my horses, then you can become a patron. I have a Patreon. The link is in the description box. And for either $1 a month or $5 a month or $10 a month, you can join the inner herd of extra equestrians. We've got the $1 tier gets your name in the credits of all of my edited videos. And then $5 and $10 levels get you access to the secret Facebook group. There is an ultra secret Facebook group. And that's where we discuss ideas for videos. There's bloopers and outtakes. And then the $10 tier people also get discounts on my merchandise and anything that I make in my Etsy store. And the $10 tier people also get one-on-one time with me. Once a month, you can schedule a 30-minute session with me, either on like Zoom or FaceTime or whatever. So whatever creative project that you are working on, I can help you research. I can help you research designs and patterns and techniques. I can help you troubleshoot things. I can just gas you up and tell you what a great thing you've got going on if you want. But that's just a little bit of consultation time with me for that $10 a month tier and the discount. Yay. So if you want to join up, we've doubled our patronage in the last month. I've had 3 new people. We've had 3 patrons here forever. Rebecca and Neil and Bonnie. My friends have been my OG patrons for like over 2 years now, almost 3 years. I owe them all t-shirts at this point. But we've got 3 more people that have signed on. And when I get to 10 patrons, I'm going to have a t-shirt giveaway on Patreon. So that's among the patrons. So I'll be choosing from among them. So that's what's going on Patreon, y'all. There is extra content. There is creative input that you get to have. There's discounts. There's recognition in the credits of my videos. And of course, my eternal and undying gratitude. This is starting to look like a unicorn horn. It's still thinner here than it is here. And I'm not enjoying that. Maybe I will take some of this part out. Maybe. I don't want to make that too thin, though. Maybe it'll be okay if I do it that way. Anyway. Yeah. Here we go. We're going to show. In search, you find me hugging my black horse pig. Oh, Brittany. I don't think I've watched any of your videos in a little while, Brittany. I don't have time to watch all the videos that are in my subscription. I have like 200 subscriptions. I'm trying to go through and clean them out, but I don't have time to watch everybody's videos. I wish I did. But hey, I watch them when I get to them. Sometimes I go and check up on people. I'll be like, oh, what's Brittany been doing? Let me go check her channel out. So I'm going to finish up here in just a minute. Just a minute. We're going to call it a day for the live stream at least. That looks funky right there, but that's okay. It can look funky for a little bit. You know what? Real unicorns look funky sometimes. This is looking good. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling okay about it. All right, you guys, we are just about done here. Let me get back in the chat and see what's going on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unicorn horns with their sculpture coat getting ready to be painted. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more, I think, that are waiting to be carved out of foam. So it looks like another week or so before I get all of these done, because I still haven't even done bases. I have not started cutting out bases. So, all right, you guys, what time is it? 4:57? Yes, it's just about time. Next week, we're going to be working on quarter sheets. So if you're going to join me next week, if you want your homework for this week, it's to find an old bed sheet to work with. If you don't have any at your house, like ask your mom or your roommate or your friend. If you don't have a bed sheet, you can also maybe check Goodwill, or secondhand stores may have really cheap sheet sets that you can use, and then you can make it out of an old sheet and paint whatever you want on it. Yay! Okay, so I am going to say goodbye. Thank you to everybody who joined in the chat today. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for sitting and hanging out with me, making unicorn horns. Trish, Bud, thank you for showing up. Kelly at Blue Raven Farms. And thank you for joining us today, Alana and Sig. Brittany, as usual, thank you for being here. And anyone else, Madeline, Kate, there's a couple more folks that were here that I think forgot to mention, but oh my God, I love you guys. I will see you next week. Look for the DIY coloring hack on Wednesday, and then the next live stream next Sunday at 4. Thank you.